December 24th, 2019, 9 p.m. South London's Car Minute. Families proper chilled, kids buzzing, wrapping presents, mum lighting candles, man's just waiting for Christmas morning, you get me? Flamma Bakiri's walking back to his yard with wifey and the little one. Man's probably thinking it's another peaceful night. But nah, from the shadows, this figure steps out, masked up like a council roadman, high-vis jacket on, fake litter picker in hand. Next thing, man unloads 10 shots, 8 hit Bakiri in the back, in front of his wife, in front of his child. It weren't no mugging, it weren't no stray beef. This was planned, executed, military style, blood. A hit clean and calculated. The shooter flew in acting like just another tourist. But here's the thing, he slipped, one mistake, and that misstep, it sparked a whole domino effect. Real talk before we get into it, this ain't no crime thriller or Netflix script. This is real bloodshed on London soil. A fake cleaner, a silent gun, and a family shattered on Christmas Eve. We're laying it bare how a gangland message traveled across borders and ended on a quiet Battersea doorstep. This is Ends Unshanked, truth in every bar, no filters, no lies. If you're tapped in, hit that like, drop your take in the comments, and smash subscribe for stories the streets don't forget. Let's get into it. Flamma looked clean on the surface. Family guy, flash cars, music industry breadwinner. Big bro to Missy Bakiri from Real Housewives of Cheshire. Living nice in a 1.5 million crib in Battersea. Life looked patterned, but truth is, behind them Instagram smiles and Benz keys. Man was deep in the underworld. Albanian born, raised in Sweden. Police had his name marked for time. To the public, record producer, but to the feds, big mover in smuggling, laundering, pushing weight, the whole thing. 2018, Swedish feds named him one of their top targets, linked to a syndicate shifting millions in Class A, booze backy across Northern Europe. Yeah, some charges got dropped, but he still caught a conviction, suspended sentence though, but that weren't the real problem. It was who he rolled with. Daniel Petrovsky, big boss from the Albanian Swedish crew. Naif Adawi too, man behind the £7 million armed security firm job back in 2010. Serious hitters. And guess what? Their crew in full-blown war with another set. Danish crew run by Amir Mekki. It weren't just turf, it was blood. 2019, Adawi's girl Caroline Hakim got lit up in Malmo while she was holding their baby. That was the warning shot, you feel me? No one safe. Months later, Bakiri's name came up. Next on the list, this wasn't just some beef about power anymore. It was personal. Petrovsky's side knew retaliation was coming. And Bakiri, he was bang in the middle, connected to both sides. Marked. Now here's the mad bit. The hitman didn't even have a record. 24-year-old Anis Hemisi, a kickboxer, fam. No priors, no heat, no flags. On paper, man looked innocent, but behind scenes, he was handpicked, prepped, and flown in right under the Christmas travel madness. Low-key, he touched down in London with the full disguise in his bag, latex mask, high-vis coat, black beanie, boots, bin bags, litter picker. The whole disguise, bruv. Blended right in, looked like just another road sweeper. But man weren't sweeping for real. He was watching, clocking Bakiri's yard in Battersea. Night after night, man scoped the scene. CCTV caught him pacing up and down, face covered, vest shining, calm, even got stopped by a local like, bruv, why you sweeping both council road and private estates? But Hemisi, calm, kept it stepping, eyes on the prize. He weren't solo either. Tobias Anderson and Bauer Karaya, back in Sweden, were sorting logistics. In London, he had Clifford Rolox and Claude Isaac backing him, getting gear, plotting routes. Flat got patterned by Estevan Pino Munizaga, short walk from Bakiri's crib. This was planned like a mission, blood. Christmas Eve hit, disappear before sunrise. But they forgot one thing. Yeah, London's got eyes everywhere, and one dumb move was about to blow the whole thing wide open. December 24th, 2019, just after 9 p.m, Bakiri and his missus, Missa, roll back home with their little one. Proper calm night, you get me? They just finished Christmas vibes, happy, full bellies, tree up, everything calm. But man didn't know death was waiting outside his own front door, fam. As they step up to the yard on Battersea Church Road, boom, out steps a man in high vis, gloves on, latex mask tight. It's Anis Hamisi, quiet, focused, no chat, just intent. Man lifts the strap and just starts letting it ring. 10 shots, 8 smash into Bakiri's back right there. He drops cold on the pavement, gone. Missus screaming, bruv. Their kid froze, proper shook, couldn't move. That scene, painful, not just for the fam, even the road, the neighbors, the whole area. Man weren't ready for that level of violence. It was surgical, straight evil. Hamisi didn't even blink. Why? Because he had it patterned from early. Jumped on a pedal bike, not flashy, just low-key enough to blend into London roads. But still, mad specific. Detectives clocked it later. He dipped into the night like miss, no noise, rode back to a flat nearby, took off the gear, gone ghost. Few hours later, man's already at Heathrow, boarded a flight to Copenhagen, real name and all, like it was nothing. By the time feds even processed the madness, bro was out the country. For hours, no one knew what the hell happened. Detectives started piecing the jigsaw, bit by bit, footage, witnesses, forensics. One of the most patterned assassinations in modern day London. In it, Met Police jumped on it fast. They clocked it weren't robbery. Nah, bruv, this was a hit. Calculated, intentional, executed like clockwork. And then London did what London does best. Watched. Cities full of cameras, you know that. Big brother mode on. CCTV showed movement days before the hit. Someone in disguise patrolling Bakiri's ends, dressed like a cleaner, latex mask, sunglasses, gloves, high vis, the full look. Man was casing the joint. When he vanished after the hit, feds ran that CCTV all the way. First on foot, then boom, green lady's bicycle, not your everyday ride. That led them straight to Oyster Wharf, a riverside flat just round the corner. Registered under Estevan Pino Munisaga, Swedish lad, no records, no noise, but inside that flat, evidence, stacked, bike had gunpowder, bin bags, jacket, litter picker, the whole cleaner costume, food wrappers, water bottles, all laced with Himisi's DNA, and then the clanger, a torn boarding pass in the bin, not even fully gone, part of Himisi's name still showing. That was it, final nail. Police weren't done though, they started pulling phone records. Tech got deep, fam. Cell tower data showed when Himisi was inside the flat, man was active online, but outside, bare silence. Matched the hit to the second. Digital fingerprint, clean. With help from Sweden and Denmark, detectives proved Himisi touched down in London days before the hit, pretending to be just another Christmas traveller. Early Christmas Day, bruv, was already in Copenhagen. Went Thailand, chilled, came back to Sweden like nothing happened. But feds were ready. They picked him up, extradited him straight back to the UK, and that's when things really started to open up. The deeper police dug, the more heads popped up. The hit? Nah, it weren't no solo move, it was a whole operation. Estevan Monizaga, yeah, he patterned the flat, knew exactly what was going down, didn't blink. He weren't just some innocent tenant, man knew about the hit, innit. Clifford Rolox and Claude Isaac, both local London man, they weren't spectators either. They sorted Himisi's gear, helped him move slick, cleaned up traces, covered his back. Meanwhile in Sweden, Tobias Anderson and Bauer Career, allegedly the ones pulling strings from afar. Logistics, planning, timing, they had it patterned. The whole thing was layered, deliberate and backed with proper cash, you get me? But all of that couldn't outrun London's eyes. CCTV don't sleep. Fake street cleaner did the hit. But in this city, it's the real cleaners, the forensics, the feds, the tech heads that end up sweeping the truth bare blood. By early 2022, after 2 whole years of graft, across borders, across languages, it all led to the courtroom. The same door where blood got spilled. Now it was about justice. Center stage, Anis Hamisi, no longer the clean-cut athlete. Now, just a paid hitman in a gangland war. Prosecution came hard. CCTV put him near the murder scene. Same disguise. Days before the trigger got pulled. DNA matched him to wrappers, water bottles, bits from the flat in Oyster Wharf. Gunpowder, traces on the exact bike he used to cut out. And the biggest L, a ripped up boarding pass, still had his name on it. Fam didn't even bin it proper. That alone tied him to the scene like duct tape. Digital footprint, yeah, that spoke loud. Data showed him active inside, barely touched the outside. Exactly how someone moves when they're planning a hit in silence. Witnesses came forward, locals that saw man playing cleaner and said, nah, something's off. Prosecution said, this wasn't no spur of the moment madness. This was gang business, turf war tactics. He was flown in to do a job, a score against Petrovsky's crew. Defense tried a different angle. Yeah, he did it, but he's just a pawn. Got dragged into the madness. No priors, just a sportsman. Calm guy, wrong crowd. But the jury, nah, they weren't buying none of that. February 2022, verdict locked. Guilty. The judge called it what it was. Organized, cold-blooded, execution. Hemisi got life behind bars. Minimum 35 years. No early outs. No shortcuts. Others didn't walk free either. Estevan, the one who sorted the flat, got 15 years. Got to do 2/3 before he sees daylight. Clifford and Claude, the London Connect, each got 3 years, minimum 18 months before parole's even an option. But Tobias and Boa, the Swedish coordinators, walked free, charges dropped, no conviction. So now it's like, was justice really served, or is the real boss still out there watching? You tell us. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like if you're feeling it. And stay locked in. More real UK crime stories coming, where every detail mad important.